At some point, every structure reaches a decision, and that decision is to keep it, to change it, or to close it. And this is naturally a part of long-term planning. Assets are sold, priorities changes, and structures evolve. And if a DIFC or an ADGM Foundation in Dubai is part of your long-term plan, it is important to understand the full life cycle, including how and when it can be closed. So in this video, I'll explain how a DIFC Foundation is dissolved, the key steps involved, and what to expect from the start. Before we start, my name is Shiraz Waheed and I'm the co-founder at Lepidus Wealth, where we help our clients with asset protection and succession planning. And if you would like our support with the same, you can request a free and customized asset protection plan using the link in the description below. Now, dissolving a DIFC foundation follows a clear legal process in Dubai. It is structured, predictable, and designed to protect everyone involved. This is very different from older offshore structures where shutting down can become slow or unclear. Dubai takes a more organized approach, which gives founders and families the confidence that closure can be handled properly and diligently. Now, first, it is important to clarify the difference between simply letting a foundation go dormant and formally dissolving it. Allowing a foundation to lapse by not paying renewal fee and neglecting the filings may seem easier, but this can lead to fines, reputation risk, and eventually forced liquidation by the registrar. By contrast, a planned dissolution puts you in control, ensuring all stakeholders are protected and assets are distributed according to your wishes and the foundation's charter. The first step is always to review the foundation's charter and bylaws. Every DIFC foundation must have a charter which acts as its constitution, and these documents will specify how and when the foundation can be dissolved. Many foundations will also include a dissolution clause that lays out who has the power to initiate the closure. Typically the founder, the foundation council, or in some cases the guardian. The process also set out how remaining assets should be dealt with on winding up, including distribution to beneficiaries, repayment of liabilities, and any final charitable gifts if specified. If you are in doubt, consult a specialist. This step avoids surprises further down the line. Once the authority to dissolve has been confirmed, the next stage is for the relevant party, usually the foundation's council, to pass a formal resolution to dissolve. This is a legal document, usually signed by all council members and where required by the guardian. The resolution should cite the exact clauses in the charter permitting dissolution and record reasons for winding up. In most cases, this will be accompanied by the declaration that the foundation has no outstanding liabilities or that provision has been made to settle them. If there are debts, the foundation must ensure these are cleared before proceeding further. After the resolution, it is time to prepare a plan for distribution of foundation's assets. This is a critical phase and must be handled with care. The assets held by the foundation, whether real estate, company shares, cash, or other investments, need to be identified, valued, and allocated according to the charter and the resolution. The foundation council, and in some cases the guardian, are responsible for ensuring that distributions are both legal and fair. For example, if the foundation was created to hold a family business, those shares needs to be transferred in line with family wishes and also comply with tax or regulatory obligations in Dubai or abroad. If assets are being distributed to beneficiaries outside of Dubai, cross-border rules and tax reporting must be considered. Mishandling this phase can lead to disputes, tax penalties, or frozen assets. With the distribution plan agreed, the foundation must settle all remaining obligations. This means paying any outstanding government fee, professional fee, or taxes due in Dubai. If the foundation has employees, end-of-service benefits must be calculated and paid. If the foundation owns shares in companies, all share transfers must be correctly recorded and notified to relevant registries. A final set of financial statement is often required, showing that all debts are paid and the foundation is solvent at the point of closure. For foundations with bank accounts, the process of closing down will include closing the bank accounts once all assets have been distributed and final payments made. Some banks in Dubai may require formal documentation, including the council resolution and evidence of asset distribution. The next stage is to notify the DIFC registrar of the foundations that the foundation is being dissolved. This is done by submitting formal resolution together with supporting documents showing that all steps have been followed. The registrar may require evidence that creditors have been paid, beneficiaries have received their distributions, and that there are no outstanding legal or tax issues. Sometimes the registrar may request additional information or clarification, especially in complex cases involving cross-border assets or multiple beneficiaries. It's important to keep records of every step, as these may be reviewed during the registrar's assessment. If the registrar is satisfied, they will publish a formal notice of intended dissolution. The notice is typically placed on public register for a minimum period. Usually it's 30 days, during which time creditors or other interested parties can make claims. If no valid claims are received, and the registrar is satisfied that obligations have been met, the foundation will be struck off the register and legally dissolved. At this point, the foundation ceases to exist as a legal entity, and any remaining assets not already being distributed may be transferred according to the charter, or in some cases, to a nominee charity if there are no entitled beneficiaries. A point worth noting is that during the dissolution process, the Foundation Council remains personally responsible for ensuring that the process is handled properly. If any obligations are overlooked, such as unpaid debts or taxes, those individuals could be exposed to legal or financial claims even after the dissolution. That's why most clients choose to work with specialist advisors such as us at Lepidus Wealth, who understand the DIFC regulatory environment as well as any cross-border considerations. One of the strengths of Dubai's approach is that the process is clear, well documented, and designed to minimize risk, compared with some other jurisdictions where foundation dissolution can become an uncertain process. DIFC Foundation benefit from a legal infrastructure that favors efficiency and predictability. This means you can plan exit strategies with confidence, knowing that there is a clean path to final closure if and when it becomes necessary. Sometimes dissolution is not about closing down due to failure or dispute. In fact, it's often a sign of a success. Foundations may be dissolved because its goal have been achieved, assets have been sold, or the family structure has evolved. In other cases, dissolving the foundation may be required to facilitate a sale, restructuring holdings, or comply with changes in regulatory or tax laws. Whatever the reason, the process is designed to respect the wishes of the founder and beneficiaries, while maintaining the integrity of DIFC's legal system. It's also important to think about the long-term impact of dissolving a foundation. Once dissolved, the foundation cannot be revived, and this is important. If there is any doubts about whether dissolution is the best route, you may want to consider alternatives such as restructuring the foundation, changing beneficiaries, or even merging with another entity. Dubai offers high degree of flexibility in this regard, and a qualified advisor can help you identify the options before making a final decision. And if you would like us to help you with your asset structuring requirements, you can request a free and customized asset protection plan using the link in the description below. Well, that's it for today, and I will see you in the next video.